My name is Arjit Sen Gupta, and I'm a doctoral student at Vanderbilt University under Dr. Arthur Wittelsky. I mainly work on radiation effects in high power silicon carbide devices, which is what I'm going to talk about very briefly. But before moving into my actual research work, it's important to know what is silicon carbide exactly and why is it important in today's perspective. So, silicon carbide is, as the name suggests, it's a material from silicon and carbide, and it's mainly for high power applications where it is replacing silicon devices because of its superior material as well as electrical properties. And these are mainly like the silicon carbide devices have very low switching losses as well as like conduction losses from and compared to silicon devices, and they have like a smaller footprint. By footprint I mean a smaller size compared to silicon devices, and all these advantages mainly come from the fact that silicon carbide has a wide band gap as compared to silicon, which is like around 3.3 to 3.3 electron volts compared to a 1.1 electron volt for silicon. So this makes silicon carbide a key contender. I mean, it's one of the key aspects of research right now for in the high power electronics domain. So it is being used in various applications now in autonomous vehicles as well as power inverters and converters, as and the area that I focus on, that's like the space missions. So space missions also encounter various adverse effects in, so we need to consider that before before giving us commercially available or any silicon carbide device for a specific mission. So in space there are like three major radiation effects which concerns us, which is like total ionizing dose, that is degradation due to trap charging, displacement damage, which is like degradation from damage to the semiconductor itself, and single event effects, which is the most adverse in silicon carbide devices. And single event effect is like it's from a single ion strike which can damage the device completely, or it can also damage it like temporarily. So we need to like come up with precautions as well as like safeguards so that we understand its complexity as well as its implications in various critical space missions. So having talked about that, one data that I can give is that uh, currently silicon carbide devices are, which are in the current space missions work, are being operated at 10% of their rated voltage, which is like due to like operating them safely, but it takes away the various advantages that silicon carbide material has over silicon. So my research is to focus on modeling of silicon carbide devices in TCAD, and understanding how the radiation effects work, as well as to actually test the devices in a lab with using electrical analysis in a parameter analyzer, as well as radiation testing using heavy ions. So currently during like this is my first semester of PhD, and I've been doing electrical as well as simulation testing, and the focus for the next few months is that we want to come up with the devices that are hardened and ready to go for space missions for NASA, which is the project that I'm working on currently. Thank you.